Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I have a special story for you. It's a fun and easy to understand story that I hope you'll enjoy. Let's start. Last year I went to Korea. It was a very exciting trip. I flew on an airplane from my country to Seoul, the capital of Korea. The flight was long, but I was very happy. I looked out of the airplane window. I could see the clouds. It was my first time to fly, and it felt amazing. I was a little scared, but I was also excited to see Korea. When I arrived in Seoul, the weather was very cold. I had to wear a warm jacket. The city was big and busy. There were many people everywhere. The streets were full of cars, buses, and people walking. There were also many tall buildings. I could see big signs on the buildings. The signs were in Korean, but some had English words too. I took a taxi to my hotel. The hotel was small but nice. The people at the hotel were very friendly. They spoke to me in Korean, but they also knew a little English, so I could understand them. After I checked into the hotel, I decided to go out and explore the city. The first place I visited was Gyeongbokgung Palace. It is a very famous palace in Seoul. It is very old and it has beautiful buildings. I walked around the palace and took many pictures. The palace has a big garden, and there is a lake inside the palace. I saw many people visiting the palace too. Some people were wearing traditional Korean clothes. The clothes were colourful and beautiful. I wanted to wear them, but I did not have time. At Gyeongbokgung Palace, I also saw the changing of the guards. Every day the guards change at the main gate. They wear old-fashioned uniforms and hats. It was very interesting to watch. Many people took pictures of the guards. I was happy to see this ceremony. After visiting the palace, I went to Namsan Seoul Tower. This tower is very tall and it is on a mountain. I took a cable car to go up the mountain. The view from the top was amazing. I could see all of Seoul. There were many buildings, streets and parks. The air was cold, but I didn't mind. I took some pictures and enjoyed the view. The tower is also very famous because many couples visit it. They put locks on the fence at the top of the tower to show their love. It was a nice place to visit. Next, I went to Myeongdong. Myeongdong is a famous shopping street in Seoul. It is always busy. There are many shops, and they sell all kinds of things. You can buy clothes, shoes, makeup, and food. I walked down the street and looked at the shops. I saw many people shopping. The street was very colourful, and there were many lights. I wanted to buy some gifts for my family, so I bought some small souvenirs. Myeongdong is also famous for its food. I saw many food stalls on the street. One stall was selling hot teok, a type of Korean pancake. I decided to try it. It was delicious. The hot teok was sweet and warm. It had brown sugar and nuts inside. I also tried tteokbokki, spicy rice cakes. It was very spicy, but it was also very tasty. I loved the food in Korea. After shopping, I went to Bukchon Hanok village. This village is different from the busy city. It is a quiet place with old houses. The houses are called hanoks. They are traditional Korean houses and they are very beautiful. I walked around the village and looked at the houses. The streets were narrow and there were many small shops and cafes. I felt like I was in a different time. The village is very old, but it is well preserved. At Bukchon Hanok village, I met a kind woman. She was wearing a hanbok, the traditional Korean dress. She told me about the history of the village. She explained that the village was built many years ago and many important people used to live there. I enjoyed talking to her and learning about the history of the village. After a few days in Seoul, I decided to go to Jeju Island. Jeju Island is a beautiful island in the south of Korea. It is very famous for its nature. I took a flight to Jeju Island. The flight was short, and soon I was on the island. Jeju Island is known for its mountains, beaches, and waterfalls. The first place I visited was Hallasan Mountain. This is the highest mountain in Korea. I took a bus to the base of the mountain, and then I started to hike. The trail was not too difficult, but it was a little long. I saw many trees and flowers along the way. When I reached the top of the mountain, I could see all of Jeju Island. It was very beautiful. After visiting the mountain, I went to see Jeju's famous waterfalls. The first waterfall I saw was Cheonjeon Falls. The water was clear, and the sound of the waterfall was very relaxing. There were many trees around the waterfall. I took some pictures and enjoyed the peaceful atmosphere. Later, I visited another waterfall, Jongbang Falls. This waterfall is special because the water falls directly into the ocean. It was amazing to see. I could hear the sound of the waves and the waterfall at the same time. The next day, I went to the beach. Jeju has many beautiful beaches. I visited Hyokjae Beach. The sand was soft and the water was clear. It was not very warm because it was winter, but I still walked along the beach. I saw many people walking their dogs and taking pictures. Some people were swimming in the water, but I just enjoyed the view. My trip to Korea was amazing. I saw many beautiful places, and I met many friendly people. I visited Gyeongbokgung Palace, Namsan Seoul Tower, Myeongdong, Bukchon Hanok Village, and Jeju Island. Each place was different, but they all had something special. The food was delicious, and the people were kind. I learned a lot about Korean culture and history. I hope I can visit Korea again in the future.